Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the pre-searing Grail. In this series I'm gonna try to get every single item available in pre-searing and we're gonna mark it in a special little spreadsheet. I got a comment by CO who said that it's gonna take me years to finish this, so I better get started now, and I hope you'll enjoy. We're starting with 19 items collected out of 162, and that gives us 11.73% completed, and I think it's high time to get this thing started for real, so we will not be finishing this video before 25% of the entire spreadsheet is completed. Nice. Our first purple of the episode, a cursed staff. Now, you'll have to excuse me, it's been quite a while since I recorded the last Charr hunting episode, and I simply don't remember if we already have this one. Let me check. Yeah, sadly we have this one. Even though dupes suck to see, we kinda have to get used to them, because on our road to completing the entire spreadsheet, we're bound to get a bunch. But we did get a Mind Spark Garb and Ashfiend Trapping, so these are bound to give something nice. Aeromancer and Minor Strength, I'm pretty sure those are two new ones, and Scouts with Air Magic. Let's switch to our spreadsheet. Runes and Insignias, and the first one, Aeromancer, was... oh, we already had that one. See, my memory is really bad. At least Minor Strength sounds new. Strength is... yep. That's a new one. Scouts with Minor Air Magic. Scouts is a new one, so that's 2, and Air Magic is number 3. Splendid. And of course, there is still a chance we might snag a cool mod on this accursed stuff. And we get half casting time of curses with a pretty high roll. Well, yes. Well, I'm glad we got those 3 new slots from the armors. Oh, and just before we're wrapping up, another Mind Spark Garb. Let's see what this one has in store. Radiant with Attunement. Oh, those are pretty common ones. I'm pretty sure we might have them. Just let's switch to the spreadsheet again. Radiant. Oh, Attunement first, I already see it here, and Radiant here as well. Okay, so those are 2 new ones, and that's 5 in total. And I just realized that you cannot see everything I do on the spreadsheet, so I will have to move it a little bit, but yeah, this is what it looks like now. Orange dye, very cool. Pink dye, even cooler. I've been thinking a little which items will be the slowest to complete on our spreadsheet, just statistically speaking, and I think number 3 is Elementalist Staves. If I'm not mistaken, the only way we can get Elementalist Staves is from Jaw Smokeskin, so they have to drop from this one enemy in the entire Northlands, and we have to roll purple, and there's 4 variants of them, because there's, you know, air, fire, earth, and water. So I'm pretty sure those will be one of the last ones we finish. And the second longest will probably be a black dye, and you might be thinking there's no way a black dye is rarer than snagging 4 purple staves from one guy in Northlands. But historically, my black dye luck has been atrocious, and everybody I've been speaking to said that they have found like black dye within a month, last month or something. And I haven't found a black dye in like a year, and previously I found one, and then, ooh, a longsword, very nice. And before that, I also just found one in a year, and maybe that's because I'm not playing enough, but damn, it feels like I'm getting... oh, and the holy stuff, ooh, it's raining purples now. Yes, getting sidetracked from my rant. But yeah, I would be very surprised if we snag an early black dye, although I would gladly take it because, well, that's pre-searing money. And the rarest thing will no doubt be the Ritual is Dead stuff. I've been opening the hidden stashes for a very long time, And I gotta say, I haven't seen even one blue dead staff, not even talking about specific mods on it. Alright, longsword and holy stuff, let's pick it up. Let's move a little bit so we don't get attacked randomly when we're looking at a spreadsheet. Let me switch the focus to the purples. And let's see swords first. So longsword, we didn't have that, so that is a snag. And as for staves, we also didn't have a holy staff for some reason. I feel like this is one of the most common ones, but that's probably just anecdotal. Anyways, 2 new purples. So let's see if we roll any good mods. Let's see the stuff first, because there's less potential. Reduced dazed. Ah, yes, that's great. And longsword. Plus 14% damage while health is above 50. That is actually a very good mod on a, what I believe is not too great of a sword. So that's a little bit of a shame. But see, I told you we're gonna get the ball rolling, and we're swimming in drops in those 2 runs. I decided to do a full run this time since we're so lucky with the loot to open this hidden stash. Was it worth it? Oh, yes, there we go. That's money. The golden drop Charr salvage kit. We have to put this one in our spreadsheet. It will be in, yes, here in miscellaneous. We have the Charr bag, and here's the Charr salvage kit. Definitely one of the rarer drops. Not at the same par as the 3 I mentioned before. But definitely glad to have this one, especially since I've been stacking them on an alt for a reason that you'll see in another video if I get enough. But I'm at like 15 obtained from different various characters, and I'm going for 20, so this one will definitely boost that, but hell yeah. A mind spark garb, what do you have for us? Wanderers. That rings a bell. Wanderers. Oh, we actually did not have that. Boop. You don't really see that on American servers, but I play on Polish for the better ping, and if you go to Ashford Abbey, there is a constant flow of these weird walking elementalist bots. All the time, all day, every day, and when there's events going on, the amount of them like triples, but I guess they're farming bandits for dice, but it's never ending, and they constantly just go, and it's so disheartening to see. A little bit of a change of scenery for a very cool milestone. I just completed my Vanguard quest for today, and if we turn it in and check the tracker, we are 800,000 KXP towards rank 3 survivor. I'm just here in the Catacombs doing the daily as you do, and we just got ourselves a white die. Just woke up, just had my breakfast, and here's the first drop of the day, a blue Axe Fiend armor. What do we get? Stalwart and Minor Axe Mastery. Let's check our coloring book. Stalwart. I have to be mindful that this doesn't show everything. Stalwart, we already have Stalwart, and as for the Axe Mastery, we don't have that yet. So let me take that, and that's +1. Another blue armor. Firebound Minor Absorption. Let me check this once again. Firebound. We don't have Firebound yet. Let's take that. And Minor Absorption. Absorption is here. We also didn't have that. +2. It feels great getting a +2 armor drop, but I feel like these will become rarer and rarer as we go. Would you believe me if I told you that we have another blue armor to identify? And this time it's gonna be... Oh, I'm under attack. Never mind. So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, we have another blue armor to identify, and this time we're getting Artificer. Now I'm gonna check if we have Artificer, and I can't find it. Yes, we don't. So that is another thing ticked off our list. And I just can't seem to get any purples. No purples for like past 5 runs. I was expecting to get dupes, but I wasn't expecting to get no purples at all, and it's a little bit concerning. That's not a purple, but that's in fact yet another blue armor. It's raining salvageable armors. Artificer, which we just got, and Vitae, which we also have, I believe. Still no purple in sight, but we did get blessed with another blue armor to identify. Disciples with minor absorption. Now I'm sure we have minor absorption because I just looted that, but disciples I'm not sure about, so let's check. Disciples. Disciples. I can see that. Disciple. Oh, here is. Let's take it. And another one. Let's prepare our identify ahead. And what do we get? Survivor. I believe that's a dupe. Oh, I just checked, and it is fact is not a dupe. Let's go. Survivor. Ticked. Yes, there we go. A blue item finally, and it's a bow. You know how much I love bows. A purple longbow. I just need to check. Yeah, I remembered correctly. We only have the hornbow in the purple bow section. So let's take the longbow, and we finally have a purple item drop. Let's identify it straight away. Pray for the Charr slaying. No, but can't complain. Finally. Even at this point, getting new items gets a little bit slower and slower. And I just can imagine it at the very end when we're looking for like even the last 10 items. I think making a video on that might just be futile because we'd make a couple of videos in a row where I get maybe 1 item, but probably 0. So I'm thinking that for the tail end of this challenge, I would rather just stream it and maybe create like a highlight compilation from the streams. I've never done it. I streamed maybe a couple times, but I never actually recorded highlights from the stream. So let me know if that's something that you would like to see when we get there. Just some pre-searing streams, streaming probably Charr runs, maybe some hidden stash runs, just to make getting those last few items a little bit more interesting. A short bow. Fantastic. This is just what I needed to revive my motivation. Let's identify it straight away. Not too good. And a dupe, a cursed stuff we just got. Halves casting time of curses. Unlucky. But yeah, the purples are rolling in, so that's great. We talked about which section and which items I believe will be the last to complete, but I believe that the first section to be completed will be the runes and insignias one. Now, it's the biggest section, I think, but since there are no rare outliers, every rune and insignia has the same chance to spawn on an item, I believe. It doesn't sound like we will be hunting for the last one very long. Unless we absolutely spoon a black die, then the miscellaneous section will be first, but I believe that we will be getting the runes and insignias one completed first, and we will get back to this clip once I do complete a section, and we'll see if I was right. Yes! A purple brute sword. Let me pick this up before we check. As you can see, we did not have it, so let me tick this. And if we check the summary, that was item number 40. So we need just one to be over the 25% threshold that I said before. Obligatory, let's identify the brute sword. 16% while hexed, which is not too bad of a mod, since if you're running a warrior at an altar, you will be hexed like 99% of the time. Sadly, the base damage is just too bad for this to be worth anything, but we did get quite lucky with the mod. So we just dropped a smiting staff, and that's our last item that we need. Here's a little proof in the chat that I just didn't drop it out of my backpack. But I had to clear out some monsters before we can safely pick it up, and in the process, we also snagged a purple tower shield. So we get 2 purples, which is absolutely fantastic. And let's identify those. Oh, and I'm getting attacked. Interrupted all the time. Oh my god. No way. No way. So we needed just 1 item and we're getting 3 purples. Let me just drop this for a second. Let's pick up Crude Shield. This is also a new one. So I will be ticking all that in the spreadsheet in a second, but as for the shield, I believe that the hail is not the max roll, but I believe that the shelter plus 6 versus physical damage is. Now, it's not too great of a mod, and the inherent 17% healing prayers is not that great either, but I believe this is a quite decent drop. 3 mods, very nice. Now, shields. The general rule of thumb is if a shield has 1 mod, it's useless, but if it has 2 mods, there is potential for it to be useful. So let's identify them in order. First, the tower shield. 2 mods. 2 quite decent mods. I think the plus 21 health is a low roll, and minus 2 physical damage, while in a stance is also a low roll because I think it can drop minus 3. But we get 2 mods, 2 useful mods, sadly low rolls, but I'll ask around in the Discord if this shield can... Probably I won't sell it, I just will give it out to someone if they want it, but I'm very happy with this one. And the Crude Shield, 1 mod, plus 49 health while hexed. Alright, so let's move on to our spreadsheet. And let's tick 3 items. A smiting staff, a tower shield, and a crude shield. And if we check the summary now, we have 26.5% completion of the spreadsheet. We can also quickly check all the sections. 28% of the blues, 18% of the purples, close to 19%. That's the lowest completed one, but that's to be expected. 27% of runes and insignias, and 61.5% of the miscellaneous, so maybe I was wrong and maybe we will complete this one first. Anyways, we completed the goal we set out to complete. Let me switch back to the Guild Wars recording, but I do have 1 more clip for you before we finish. My friend JNK recently was able to recover his account after 4 years of not being able to log in, and he has a couple characters in pre-searing to feed me birthday presents once in a while. So thank you, and here's a 7th birthday present. Miniature Gwen. Well, it's a green one, so I know it's worth a little bit. Let me just check and I'll be right back. It's from 2nd year, so the price guide says that it's between 2 and 5 black dice, so in that case I think I'm gonna keep it. It's a very iconic character to pre-searing after all. And since it's a present from a friend, I think I will rather keep it as a keepsake instead of selling it for like 2 black dice. So that will be it for the video today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Next time we will probably do something else other than Charr runs. But to see what it will be, you will just have to tune to part 4. And in the meantime, hopefully you had a fantastic day, hopefully you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.